So as a CISO, we all, where do you spend the most time? What part of the business are you spending the most time on when it comes to security?
In Mitel, as a product company, we have kind of three distinct organizations. One is the enterprise, which is IT plus all the corporate functions, and then we have the product, essentially the product management and R&D, and then we have the cloud services operations team, which is all the services that we run on the cloud and so on. So my attention is pretty much 1/3 divided all the way, right? And then on top of that, these are the verticals, and then on top of that, we have the horizontal, which is the GRC team, the operations and incident response team, and the architecture team, right? So it is important to have that kind of a setup, in my view, to have the right building blocks and right foundations in place. And security has to be focused, not just on the horizontal, but also on the vertical pillars that you want to support the organization.
So when you spend your time, you're kind of looking at three distinct business groups, which I think is very interesting of how you laid it. You're kind of dedicating a third, and a third. There's often similarities within the different business groups that kind of bring about, I don't want to say repetitive work, but more of a, okay, we kind of address this. How do you streamline security across three maybe different business units that may have distinct and special needs?
Yeah, that's a very interesting point you raise up, James, because I think that's why, what I did is, to take the horizontals, right? So the GRC, for example, would be the one establishing the policies and standards for the organization, or the risk management framework for the organization, or the training and awareness program for the organization. So all the common things will be established by them. And then the verticals, the business line, leads from a security perspective, will be the one helping adopting them. So it's more of a approach where the horizontals set the framework in conjunction with the verticals, and the verticals help execute on these mandates. And then when it goes to security operations, vulnerability management, and incident response, same thing. The vulnerability identification process, for both from a corporate perspective and a product perspective, will be done by the horizontal team, and then they would be working with the vertical teams and say, like, okay, these incidents or these vulnerabilities belong to your group, and let's agree on the priorities and so on and so forth. So it's more of a collaborative approach, and I believe that that's the right way, or I shouldn't say the right way, but perhaps the best way to deal with it.